So, you've just enlisted to the National Guard. Your recruiter tells you that you're going to be doing something known as RSP to prepare you for basic training. Now you are probably asking yourself, what is RSP?
The RSP, or the Recruit Sustainment Program, is a program that was designed for National Guard soldiers so they have a leg up when they go to basic training.
In this video, you will receive all the information you'll need before you attend your first RSP drill. These are your drill sergeants.
I'm Drill Sergeant Ginter.
Drill Sergeant Vo.
Drill Sergeant Reisenhuber.
Drill Sergeant Aldis.
We get them that early exposure into being yelled at by drill sergeants, learning all the military order, discipline, customs, and courtesies and all that. But it also gives them a chance to actually start working as a team, getting physically fit, learning all of the stressful skills to get them ready for basic training. It's a great program in order to set them up for success, so by the time they go to basic training, they are leagues ahead of their peers.
The active duty and the Army Reserve components don't have anything that even comes close to this. And as a result, we get most of the honor graduates and distinguished honor graduates through the training pipeline.
A lot of these kids come back as honor grads, especially from Utah, and when I talk to other drill sergeants that are active duty, they say that the RSP kids are usually way more on top of things, especially from the beginning, because they've already done it. They're used to it.
So when you enlist, you'll be provided with what we call a SMART card. The SMART card will provide you with everything you need to pass off your stripes for skills. It'll give you the contact for your RSP. It'll also give you knowledge to enhance your skills for basic training. So for the first RSP drill, they will be given an email with the drill instructions. So it will provide them with a timeline, what uniforms to be expected, and what the activities are for the weekend. Prior to your first drill, you should expect to get a haircut within the Army standards of AR 670-1. You can look that up on Google. It'll give you the answers you need. You're also expected to wear the correct uniforms. For PTs, which is the physical training, we will authorize you to wear civilian attire, but just make sure your civilian attire matches your drill letter instructions.
Physically is one of the big ones. A lot of kids come from not having a sports or athletic background. So that's when we do a crawl, walk, run phase with them to get them ready to be able to take on the physical aspects of basic training and what it takes. As well as through that, a lot of it's mental as well. A lot of people haven't pushed themselves to the limits that they've ever been able to find. We like to find that limit for them and push them past that limit.
After PT, you'll be changing into your OCPs. We allow you to wear your OCPs so you can start practicing the right way to wear your uniform before you get to basic training. And it lets you be completely uniform amongst your peers so you're not worrying about what clothes you're wearing.
Not so much.
When you change into your OCP uniform, you will also be going through an inspection. The inspection allows cadre to look over your uniform to make sure your patches are in the right spot and that you have the required inspectable items. So the most important inspectable item is going to be your water source. Hydration will get you through basic training.
If you're going to throw up, do it on camera. Are you having fun?
2, 3, 2, 1, 2, it's an accountability issue.
The other inspectable items will depend on your RSP that you attend. Typically going to be a writing utensil, so pen or pencil, paper so you can take notes. You're also going to be required, once you are issued, your SMART card and your Stripes for Skills checklist. And then if you have your Common Access card, which is your military ID, that will also be part of your inspectable items. So your very first drill, you will be part of Red Phase. You may be scared at first, but Red Phase will help build your foundation for the Army. So you will get your initial welcome briefing that will let you know who your cadre are, who to go to if you have emergencies or questions. It'll also have you rely on your peers for peer-to-peer instructions for learning your drill and ceremony, for standing in formation. Also with Red Phase, you will take the OPAT. OPAT is the Occupational Physical Assessment Test. And that will determine if the MOS, which is the job you chose when you enlisted, that you were qualified for. And it's just a physical test. You'll be doing the deadlift, the seated power throw, the standing long jump, and the interval aerobic run test. Those events will see if you're qualified for your MOS before shipping to training. You will also build those foundations of the Stripes for Skills checklist that you will be expected to pass off in White Phase. So White Phase is designed to help you prepare your skills for basic training. So we're going to elaborate more on the Army values and all this stuff on Stripes for Skills testing. So Stripes for Skills is a tool that the RSP uses for Red and White Phase to learn skills and eventually advance to E2, which that means you get promoted before you go to training. The categories we want you to pass off for Stripes for Skills are military time, drill and ceremony, so that includes rest positions, facing movements at the halt, so you got right and left face. You have marching, so that's when you're actually marching as a formation, being able to move as a unit. We also require general orders, rank structures. The phonetic alphabet, first aid, land navigation, and then you're required to take an AFT, which is an Army fitness test. And then once you pass those off, you have earned your E2 rank.
So Stripes for Skills, we give our soldiers an opportunity to promote before they go to basic training, which one, it gives them a good foundation to work off of for basic training, and they make more money. That's really the biggest thing, is they make more money. I've had soldiers come back with Army achievement medals, certificates of achievement, and really their success in that is my success.
Once you earn your E2, there's also a program called Stripes for Buddies. Stripes for Buddies allows you to refer a friend to your recruiter and get promoted for referring that friend and having them enlist to the National Guard. So right now, we're actually able to promote from E2 to E3, but also E3 to E4 before you ship to basic training. So it's an easy way to put money in your pocket.
Some people's children.
Blue phase is your final drill before you ship to basic training. That allows cadre at the RSP to ensure that your documents are ready for basic training, and nothing has changed since you enlisted. If it has changed, that's the time we make the changes. So you are administratively correct before going to training. So green phase is designed for split training options. So those are high school students who enlist their junior year of high school who are scheduled to go to basic training between their summer between their junior and senior year. Once they come home for their senior year, they will be put into green phase, to where we expect them to have more responsibility as they've been to basics, so they can help their peers learn and prepare for training as they await for their AIT after they graduate high school. So once you come home from training, that means you've completed basic, AIT, and any follow-on schools. You'll be considered gold phase. If we do not have a battle handoff between when you come home and our next drill, you will be required to come to RSP one last time, and then your next drill will be your battle handoff event. So we invite your family to come watch you walk across the stage one last time as completing the RSP program. After the ceremony, you will meet somebody from your respective unit that will provide you with more information on drill in the next month. Once you join the RSP, it's actually the beginning of your Utah Army National Guard family. These are the people that you will see before training, you may see at training, and when you come home from training, you may end up in the same unit. So you're just bonding and building that family right at the beginning of your contract.
I mean, we get a bunch of different kids, a lot of different trainees from all these different backgrounds. When they are shy their first drill, they are nervous because they just don't know what to expect. But then it's amazing for them to go to training and then they come back as like distinguished honor graduate, soldier leader of the cycle. I am just happy enough to see them just complete their training. First time go, they put in their best. That's enough for me, but it's even more exciting when they come back with all these extra rewards on top of completing their training. That's just rewarding to me itself.
So the RSP, most companies have a drill sergeant right now. The drill sergeants are there to be scary.
Your heels should be together. Your food tastes better with your heels together. You'll learn that at basic.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But if we are yelling, it's typically because we want you to pay attention. So we're being loud, so you listen to the actual words that we're saying. It's not necessarily to yell at you, to have you being in trouble or things like that. It's to allow you to learn and experience that sometimes when people are loud, that's just to pay attention to detail, because that's what's going to happen at basic training.
If you are not accustomed to being yelled at, all right, get ready to get yelled at. But we do this because we want to prepare you for training. We want you to get that exposure. We want you to be used to this, so by the time you go down range, This isn't anything new for you. Expect yourself to be physically challenged, okay? You may not have a background in working out consistently. We are going to get you to where you need to be working out. You need to be physically prepared, mentally prepared, all right? We want you to be ready for anything that the military can throw at you. And if we all know, we've all been through reception, it's the absolute worst, and I want to get you through that as soon as possible.
Why I wanted to become a drill sergeant was because it was always a lifelong goal of mine. When I went through basic training, my drill sergeant made a huge impact on me, as well as the RSP drill sergeant that was over here at the time before I started, back in 2014. It made a huge impact on me, and it made basic training a lot easier for me. And so I wanted to repay that, and I thought that I could make a great drill sergeant here at RSP. And so far it's been going great.
The biggest things they need to come ready and willing to learn.
Expect to learn a lot. One of the biggest reasons why people fail when they go to basic training is it's just a culture shock, all right? They're not used to getting yelled at. They're not used to standing at a position of attention and just waiting for further instructions. They're not used to that. So my hope is when they get to their first RSP drill, they're gonna have a lot of information thrown at them, all right? A lot of stuff that they should be prepping for already, but they need to be taking all this information and absorbing as much as they can. The military is ran by a certain structure, and we want them to get used to that structure. It's just going to help them adapt a lot easier when they go downrange. I've been in the military for a very long time, and I am not going to be here forever. All of these trainings that are coming through, they are going to be ones to carry that torch when I take off my uniform. And I wanted to be a drill sergeant to be able to prepare them as best as they can. I want to get them the best habits ready so when they become leaders of their own, they are ready, they have a good background, they are ready to take on their own squad and go off and fight the next war. I want to get them ready because I'm not going to be here forever. They are going to be carrying on, our legacy in the Utah National Guard moving on forward.
At the RSP, it is the RSP's responsibility to ensure that you are administratively correct, as in your documents from MEPS to shipping are lined out perfectly. Our second task is to make sure you are mentally prepared. So we're going to prepare you as much as we can and provide as much knowledge to ensure that you are mentally prepared for basic training. The third one is to be physically fit. Physically fit doesn't mean that you can max the PT test. It just means that you are up to any physical test of just doing 10 push-ups, doing 10 Y squats. It's to prepare you for what you may experience at basic training.
We've got a job for everybody. If you want to be shooting guns and doing that, we've got jobs for you. If you want to work in computers and security, cybersecurity, mechanical stuff, engineering, maintenance, we have it all.